We'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Welcome to the podcast. It's for Okay the Pod, currently hosted by Reed Wilson, joined by Seth Butler and Trent Tatum. Welcome.
Hello.
What's up?
Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How are y'all?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, never.
We're doing good, man.
Never.
Seth, did you just get out of a rainstorm?
I just got out of the shower.
You get hit by Hurricane Milton? Milton Freeman?
Well, by the time this pod comes out, Milton probably has made landfall.
Wait,
I don't know.
hold on. Well, okay, so for these hurricanes and tropical storms, they usually go in alphabetical order, and you're telling me H was a week ago, and today is M.
Isn't that what fucked up, North Asheville?
Yeah, that was Helene.
Oh,
so
we went from men to women? I thought they stayed.
No, it alternates.
Well, yeah, I probably should know more about this considering where I now live. But I think what happened was Milton was just a little baby tropical storm, and so I think that tropical storms have different naming conventions maybe than hurricanes. And then he became a very large hurricane very quickly, really picked up steam. So maybe maybe they had to scramble to tell everybody to get out before they could
come up with
figure out before they could go back to the old naming chart or something.
Because I'm pretty sure I thought they picked a year. You know, like this year we're doing female names. Next year we're doing.
Yeah. What do the Mayans have to say about this? Is this
they
in
never
their
got
charts?
This far. We're 10 years past them. We're in uncharted territory. They couldn't figure it out.
They couldn't figure it out.
They got here and they ran out of paper and they're like, that's good enough, bro. We won't be there. That's someone else's problem, you know? Like we were doing with like gas or whatever. It was like, we don't have to worry about it. It'll happen later, you know?
Then, Columbus showed up and coughed on him and it's kind of...
It's like, here, take some blankets, losers.
It was bad news for them, unfortunately. You guys drink anything this evening?
Oh, yeah. We'll keep it good news, you know?
Pour one out for the Mayans.
Yeah, keeping they killed a lot of people, too. We're keeping it sober October and mine, I guess. I got a Doritos. I got some Doritos. I got lime. Because this is lime. It doesn't say limon on it. The glass ones do. I also have tamarindo in the fridge if I need some backups.
Nice.
These are like 1 liter sodas, 1.5 liters. Interesting serving size, but they're like $1.50. So I was just picking up some cheap shit yesterday.
Sure.
Went to the grocery store, spent $10 on 2 things of Pringles and 2 things of Doritos in a ramen pack.
Welcome to the present, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Thanks, Kamala.
I thought that was pretty good. I guess that's bad.
Anyways, I'm drinking a red wine. It's a Frico Sangiovese. It's got a pig butt on there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm drinking a Miller Lite.
Nice.
Little silver bullet there. It's more white than silver, I guess. White. And then I've got obviously the Rhinestone Memorial Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey shot out of the Christmas coffee mug. Every day we're inching a little closer, I guess.
Yeah, for real. I didn't realize we were in October. Like shit's creeping up, you know?
Yeah.
But ever more relevant Christmas coffee mug shot.
Yeah, that's right. And then, it's going to be Christmas, and then like the day after Christmas, we're one day closer to Christmas as well. So keep that in mind. Every day it gets more relevant. We're always approaching Christmas.
One more day closer.
So what's the farthest day from Christmas? Is that the day after, or is it Christmas?
I think the farthest day from Christmas, if you're looking backwards as well as forwards, would be in like July.
Well, I was going to say,
I don't know if that counts.
The farthest day from Christmas, wouldn't that be like 10,000 BCE?
It would be like billions of years ago.
Yeah,
That's right.
-1. Negative.
Yeah. How lucky are we to have lived on the same earth as Jesus Christ 2,024 years ago?
Yeah, how lucky are we to live on the same place as Moo Dang? Remember that guy? Remember that little hippo thing? From a week or 2 ago?
Is he still popular, or did he like grow too fast and now people don't care anymore?
Who cares?
Oh no!
Now,
He's not actually dead.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, the meme is no longer, oh, look at Moo Dang trying to drink water. It's now, how would you cook up Moo Dang? You know?
Oh, okay.
Like, how would you serve up Moo Dang? You know? How long you marinating it, you dry age, and what you doing for that. But you definitely got to get the fat cap down.
I've never been to like a medieval times, and I'm also now a vegetarian, so this is kind of off the table for me. But I would love to sometime, eventually, go somewhere where they've got like the whole pig with like an apple in its mouth.
Yeah, like a spit roasted moodang.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Well, see, the perfect thing about moodang is like their personal size. Like everyone can get their own little personal little tiny
Yeah.
little pig, roasted pig, little tiny.
Everyone gets their own.
Well,
Oh,
they put moodang on SNL or whatever. That guy, whoever was doing that impression was like he was in back-to-back straight up, like pretty deep impressions that he had to do. Like he did moodang, he did like he was moodang, but also Chapel Roan at the same time, and then he was followed up with immediately afterwards had to be Charlie XCX. So just like,
that is brutal. That's
he
tough,
just had
man.
so much shit to have to do. That guy. That was like 2 weeks ago or whatever. It's like 50th anniversary. Well, it's the 50th anniversary of SNL though. So check out SNL sometime.
Yeah.
And
Check it out. I don't know if you've heard of this show. It's
Well, there's an SNL movie going on there too, but it's like hard to get tickets for it. Apparently, like there's limited theater like showings, but every time I open the AMC app, there's always things for it. It's like one night live or something it's called. But it's
Yeah.
called that.
Yeah.
But we all saw a movie, right?
yeah, we all
I
saw a
was gonna
movie.
say. Was it a movie? I don't know.
I didn't see the movie. I'll come clear here. I didn't see the movie.
Dude.
You said I'm going to see this movie.
Yeah, dude. It's like there's some kind of psychic force preventing me from walking across the street to the movie theater. I've lived here for 2 months now, and I still haven't been. I will go see Megalopolis, and I think I'm gonna pencil it in on the books for Thursday, so we can talk about this movie again next time. But I'm happy to hear whatever you guys have to say. I just can't contribute very much, and don't worry about spoiling it. I don't think that people care.
I got a full thing of notes.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I didn't write down notes, but I did look up a bunch of critic reviews, and the majority I think I agree with.
Okay.
So first, Trent, do you think this movie is the best movie ever, or is it the worst movie ever?
It's the worst movie ever.
Well, you think it's the worst movie ever?
Well, at least in the past
It's
5
closer.
years.
It's closer to that than the other side.
Yeah, the only options are best or worst. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what
gonna-
I've seen online too.
I want to go with best because I kind of like this movie, but also it is not a movie. Like it is not objectively a good movie. It is a bad movie.
It's pretty fucking bad.
It's a bad movie. Like,
It's pretty
but
fucking
it's
bad.
way better than Madam Web. Like Madam Web
Okay.
was a movie, but it was fucking boring and like was stupid. This was not a movie and it was stupid. It was pretty stupid.
Yeah.
This the CGI is fucking bad. The
Yeah, I was
CGI
gonna
is
say that's the first
bad.
thing I noticed. This movie feels and looks like maybe it should have come out in 1999.
Yeah, it feels
bad.
It feels Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Millions of dollars not spent on CGI for sure.
For real. There's like moving statues at one point and they look terrible.
Yeah.
And like there's like this one scene that they constantly go back to, Adam Driver and Missandei, who, by the way, absolutely stunning in this movie. Accent could use a little work. Sometimes she jumps in and out of the American accent. Sometimes you can hear
like
the
a weird
British
New
come
York.
through. Yeah, she'll
weird New York
say
accent.
brother weird or something, and that's kind of
Okay.
like, but it's okay because you are. She's just like she looks great in every single scene. Like they don't make her look bad at all. So
Yeah. Same
That's
with
cool.
Aubrey Plaza. She's a bombshell in this movie.
yep.
So, was there a lot of CGI required for this film?
No, but
Yeah.
when you see it, it's bad.
Okay.
Or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
man.
when you notice it, it's like there's just like it's just really bad. Like there's
Well,
just parts
you're, I
where-
think the whole thing is you're not supposed to notice it. So the fact that you are noticing it is bad.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
it's straight
Okay.
up, it's really bad. It's 2005. Like
And beyond the was there the person who spoke to Adam Driver in your theaters?
no, they didn't have that.
Nope.
I didn't even notice it really. Like
Okay.
It was like literally it would have been if there was a person there, it would have been one line.
yeah, was
Yeah.
it like after wasn't he doing the press conference?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
stupid.
and it's like a reporter or something asking a question?
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting,
Dude,
I guess.
Francis Ford Coppola is
Yeah.
gas mask bonging his own farts with this movie. He's
Yeah,
far
he's
up
so
his
fucking
own ass.
old, dude. He's so old, and you can tell it. You can tell.
And like he's apparently he wanted to make this movie for like 20 or 30 years or whatever, but like he had to hold it off because of 9/11. And like sure,
Yeah.
like at one point some kind of like big explosion tragedy happens in New York, but like then it's literally who cares a
They
shit.
kind of just gloss over
Yeah,
it.
like they're like, who gives a shit 6 minutes later? Like they do that one scene that like where the guy's supposed to talk to you in the audience, and then literally nothing. Like it's like whatever. He's like, you just gotta love people.
Yeah.
Like okay.
It's pretty insane. The timeline is fucking impossible to follow. It's like it feels like everything in this movie should have taken place over maybe 20 years.
Yep. But I have
But
no idea how long it takes.
everyone's the same age the whole time.
But yeah, it could very well have happened over the course of like maybe 6 months, but like it
Yeah.
definitely felt like it should have like a 5 to 10 year span on it.
Yeah. Yep. And similarly, the movie, like the runtime is what, 2 hours and 20 minutes, but it feels like fucking forever.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It feels
it's,
so long.
It's 2 hours, and I'm like, it's gotta be wrapping up here. Like, there's like, how is this all gonna work out? And it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, so many questions. I will say, I liked Shia LaBeouf's character.
Shia LaBeouf. I have Shia LaBeouf best supporting actor question mark.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, dude, if this movie gets any fucking Oscar nominations, I'm gonna shit. All right. This is a bad movie.
I think he did a pretty good job.
But he did pretty good. Yeah, you're right.
Adam Driver did his best. I think the writing in this movie is terrible.
Yes. The dialogue, so bad.
That in the club thing you were referencing like last week makes no sense because like he's trying to like shit on Missandei for being
Yeah.
a like a debutante or whatever, like going out and like doing drugs and shit because they start off and she's like partying real hard and then
Okay.
she's the mayor's daughter, by the way, and like
Giancarlo Esposito.
Eric
yeah,
Adams.
Giancarlo Esposito, yeah.
New York
New
is
York.
the megalopolis. United States.
It's the Rome of America. And it's like, it's, God, I wish. But, so yeah, so like, but she's doing that. And then he's like, well, why don't you go back to the club or whatever, because he's trying to shit on her.
Okay,
But, like,
I see.
Maybe 2 scenes later, he's high and drunk on literally all the drugs ever
Okay.
at
Yeah.
a wedding. So like, it's not like, and he's also popping pills in the scene right afterwards. It's not like, he's like, why are you shitting on her when you're doing the same exact thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that's like I felt like every line spoken in this movie was somehow like it left no nuance or like no sort of I don't know, like second meaning behind it. It was just straight up. If somebody was like sad about something, they were legitimately going to be like, I'm sad because of this reason. It's like, come on, dude. Like, it felt like I was watching. Maybe this is how I wanted it to be. I mean, thinking about it, I'm sure this is how I wanted it to be. But it felt like I was watching like a Shakespeare play where they just say everything outright. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
At one point,
But it was bad.
So Adam Driver is like the head of this bullshit design authority. It's called the Design Authority, and it's some kind of like
Yep. He's an architect.
bureaucracy thing. He's like an architect, and he's like the creator of the new. He's like some kind of innovator and like creator of
Yep.
the future or whatever.
Yep.
And he has the power to stop time sometimes, but like never
Yeah.
when
It's
it
never-
could mean
never explained.
anything. Never when it could never explain. Never when it could actually like be beneficial to him at any point. Does he ever stop time? At one point, spoiler,
Yeah.
he gets shot in the face. Doesn't stop the time before he gets shot in the face. Like literally, at no point. He gets in a few predicaments where he could totally stop time. The only time he ever he stops time at the beginning when he's about to like yeet himself because he's testing it. He's jumping off a building, and then he stops time when he's blowing up a building just because like that's kind of cool or whatever. Like he's never stopping time. You never get the impression that like he's stopping time and he knows more stuff. He's just like weird. And also, Adam Driver is Francis Ford Coppola, that is him, and maybe if you just let him alone, he would have made cooler shit. And that's basically the whole.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
maybe don't fuck with me. I would have made some cooler stuff that way. But yeah.
So Francis Ford Coppola is 85 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Is this his last movie?
I hope so.
Yeah, same. I hope so.
It sucks. This is a bad movie. So Adam Driver comes in, like the first real words he says, he's just quoting Hamlet. He's just doing the to be or not to be from Hamlet. He just does like the whole thing.
Okay.
Straight, like out of nowhere, he's just doing it. Yeah. And, like, everyone's like standing around on these weird like. There's like some kind of event, and the mayor's here, and all the richest people are there, and like they're on like these catwalks, and shit's all rickety and stuff. And like I have no idea when this movie takes place in time. Also, because they're driving like the oldest. They're driving like 1980s cars, maybe at the newest, but then like. There's some other new shit, and like some shit can fly. Like I don't know. Like the time period makes no sense. Like the technology's all over the place. But he's quoting Hamlet, and then so like stylistically, it's kind of neat. Like the sets look kind of cool when they're not CGI, and like stylistically, stuff kind of looks neat. But nothing is cohesive. Like nothing fits. You can't really tell what's going on.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I felt like watching the whole movie. I felt like this was like. The way it was shot and how kind of fantastical it was reminded me of some sort of like kids movie, right?
Well, to be fair, it is Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis, a fable.
Oh.
Yeah.
A fable doing a lot of work.
I don't know. It felt like fucking I don't know, like Narnia or like some sort of weird sci-fi kids movie, but obviously with tits and drugs.
Yeah, there's lots of drugs. Like tons of drugs actually. They're using drugs all the time. They whitewash John Voight a little bit because he's like kind of a good guy in this movie. They whitewash his ass big time.
Well, we got to separate him from the artist. He's still bad.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Have you guys seen another Francis Ford Coppola film?
I don't think so. Actually.
Not that I know of.
Did he do The Godfather? Is that him?
He did. He did all three Godfathers, and he did Apocalypse Now.
I have seen Apocalypse Now. Yeah.
I was just looking at the rest of his movies, and I think that he might get too much credit because I've never heard of any of his other movies. I've heard of those 4 movies.
Well, and Apocalypse Now is a financial bomb. Not gonna. Leading up into the whole time, I thought this was the other dude, the guy who made Taxi Driver, Martin Scorsese. I thought this was Scorsese the whole time.
I've seen more Scorsese joints than Coppola joints, for sure.
Yeah. And also, when I was looking up reviews of this, some people referenced The Godfather, and it clicked into my head that he's the guy who did The Godfather. And I was like, it's almost mind-boggling that this is the same guy that created such a classic movie.
Right.
You know, it kind of soured me. I haven't seen The Godfather, but it kind of made me not want to.
The Godfather's pretty good. I've only seen the first one.
It's kind of boring.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you wanted to watch a mob film, you should watch what's the one with Goodfellas. Yeah, Goodfellas. that's if it took place in Tennessee or Alabama. Goodfellas. Good old boys.
And then
them good old folks over there. The fellas across the street.
The other thing that I noticed from all the reviews is that majority of them were bad. They were like, this could possibly be the worst movie I've seen in the past 10 years. Most of them were like true. That, right?
That's cap. There's definitely worse movies that came out this year.
The good ones, every single good review of this movie that I found was like, yeah, it's weird, it's strange, it's not what you would expect, but it's Francis Ford Coppola, so it's good. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, but looking at his other movies, like it doesn't look like he's done like he did one called Jack in 1996 that had Robin Williams in it, which also got negative reviews from critics and didn't do very well. Like, not that Robin Williams like isn't whatever, but like I don't know if he was in what's it called, Good Will Hunting or Dead Poet Society, but like This one just looks like, cheaper by the dozen or whatever, which I don't think is like a directorial powerhouse or whatever that won a bunch of awards. And like, I just haven't heard of a lot of these things.
Oh, he did The Outsider. The Outsiders, I've seen that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I've seen The Outsiders.
We
It's
quote
pretty good.
that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Or I do, at least. And
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if I'd see it go back and recommend his other shit, but I do like this movie because it's fucking goofy. I like it because it's weird. I think it'll be like room level following. I don't think it's as bad as The Room. Like it's not the worst movie I've seen. It's definitely better than Madam Web, as I said earlier. Like I would rather watch this again than Madam Web again.
Yeah.
But I recommend everyone see this in the theater because you will not watch it at home.
Yeah.
I am going to see this film. Like you said, Reed, there's only one showing every day, and it's at 7:30.
Yeah.
And it didn't work with what I had going on this weekend, so I didn't see it. But I think on Thursday I'll be able to go back to the club and see Megalopolis. So
John Voight has a great scene at the end of the movie that I won't spoil, or maybe because you're still gonna see it. So I don't want to hit some of the. There's like some really funny shit that happens.
Is
like,
it supposed to be funny?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
To some degree, it's supposed to be funny because he did an AMA about it, and he's like, I thought it was kind of funny, but it's also like pretty out of place for what it is.
Okay.
What else in there? Oh, there's this substance called Megalon.
It's like a
Megalon.
It's like a new element.
It can do literally anything it needs to do.
Okay.
And it is not dangerous because Adam Driver said so. And I can give you nothing else. And maybe it's connected to something, like to a dead person. Maybe it's not. We don't really know because it's not really explained and it's vague. The main thing is this guy didn't like update this movie at all from when he was gonna make it, or he didn't update it enough. Like when he was like, "Oh, I had the script from 20 years ago. I've been making it away for a while. I paused it from 9/11. Let's go make it again in 2020. 2024 time. Let's only update like half the movie. Only half the movie's up there because a lot of just like old anti-Russian, anti-communist shit. It's just like subtle anti-communist shit, but there's also a lot of anti-Trump stuff. But like everything is skin deep at that maybe like it's above the skin. It's like clothes deep.
Yeah, I can
Steep.
I can confidently say that. Maybe over in the past 10 years of like going to movies and watching movies, I've never walked away from the movie feeling absolutely nothing like I have this movie.
I got up and I said that movie was weird.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was like, okay, well, I just spent 2.5 hours here. I guess I'm going to go home now.
Like, I'm glad I watched this movie so I can listen to other people. And so,
you can like talk about it, yeah.
Yep, that's it. Yep, because it is. Oh, and I got to look at Basande for 2 hours because, again, she's standout in this. She looks amazing.
How many other people were at the theater when you guys were there?
4, maybe 5.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe 15.
There was less than 7 people in the whole theater, including me.
And that reminds me as well. One of the reviews that I read that I can actually kind of agree with, it was talking about. It said it was a 0 out of 10 movie, but 10 out of 10 movie experience, and that's because the entire movie, especially if you're surrounded by a bunch of other people, whether you know them or not, you're watching this movie and then shit happens and you can just like turn and look at somebody and be like, can you believe that shit just fucking happened? Like, we're all watching this train wreck together. This is incredible that we're all here right now and we all like feel like we have a bond because we're watching this crazy stupid movie together.
You can really tell that Francis Ford Coppola didn't have anyone telling him no on this. You can really tell that he directed this movie and produced it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
He probably should have hired an editor.
It's tough. He said, I really should probably sell some of my wineries so I can pay myself to make this movie.
He definitely
because I'm not going to pay for
vineyard.
I'm not going to pay for computer generated images for sure.
Yeah.
They're bad, dude. They're so
I'm not going to pay for a good writer. I'll pay
No.
for good actors, but they're going to read these like shitty baseline acting class lines.
You remember like last year or whatever when the Flash movie was going around and the one like clip of him like being in slow motion and there was like this looks like shit, this looks really bad.
Mhm.
It's the same level as that. It's like it's not good. But
Yeah.
basically Rome is America. Trump is bad, but also communism bad.
So there's a Trump. Who's the Trump? Like the president?
There is
Or the
no
mayor.
there's really, is there really? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf's kind of Trump.
Shia
But,
LaBeouf
like,
is kind of the Trump guy. Yeah.
But
Interesting.
he's also kind of, but like he's not Trump until like he has to be Trump. Like he's
Okay.
he's kind of a rich guy, doing the stuff, but like he's kind of like doing the movement well. But he's not being like a racist about it. Like
Yeah.
he's doing like Trump.
He's keeping
but,
that one in his back pocket for
Yeah, he was
when
like
he needs
Trump
it.
without the racism.
He's a super rich guy who's like faking populism,
yeah,
right?
Okay.
That's it.
because he's pissed at his cousin, who's Adam Driver.
Who is Adam?
Okay.
Driver?
Adam
And
Driver
then he
is his
bangs
cousin.
his stepmom,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who is
so that's
who is Aubrey
Aubrey
Plaza?
Plaza. Yeah.
his stepmom is Aubrey Plaza?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy, dude. It's
Her name
crazy.
is
I
Wild
know you
Black-
think we're insane for all this shit we're talking about right now.
No, I'm gonna go see it, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. Every conflict gets resolved in less than 5 minutes.
I just don't know how you make a 2.5-hour movie out of. It's so many different conflicts.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's insane. It's like he couldn't make up his mind about what he wanted the movie to be about, and
Yep.
so everything is there.
So, is there a big battle over like who has control of the Megalon?
No.
Would
Not
you say
really.
this? Is this a science fiction movie?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but he's bad. But he doesn't like science fiction, and it tells. Like
Yeah, he's never done it before.
He's never
Looking
done
at
it.
his
He's never-
list
he's
of
never-
movies.
He's never watched it, so he thinks he's coming up with this shit for the first time. Meanwhile, like we've seen this before. Like we've seen almost all of this before.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen Adam Driver have magical powers in a science fiction world before.
But have you seen moving sidewalks?
Yeah, I've been to an airport before.
That's one of the biggest technological innovations that this guy has is a moving sidewalk that's made out of LED lights. Like it's just like a shiny it's a shiny moving. It's like a lava lamp. Like if like a lava lamp, you know. But if
Yeah.
that was a moving walkway.
So that's how
That's
we're gonna rebuild New York City, is
Yeah.
with moving walkways.
Yeah, we're gonna make it look like a plant, and we got this fucking Cromelon that can be Megalon that could be whatever it needs to be. You know. Oh,
Okay.
now it's making a dress invisible. Oh, now it's making the little hand what is it, a splint for a dog that got his leg broken. Oh, now it's bringing this guy back from the brink of death and repairing half of his face.
Now
'cause
it's
he got shot.
reanimating Adam Driver's entire face.
Wow. Okay. So be on the lookout for Megalon.
Megalon, Regeneron.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe it's worth a watch once.
It's definitely worth a watch. I love this movie because it's terrible. Anything else that I leave off of here? Yeah, he definitely had to sell the movie because this movie was fucking weird. He had to sell that vineyard.
Yeah.
It's, it never really escapes it being Rome equals New York, and like
That's kind of all it is.
And he never really says anything important.
Okay.
Yeah.
He thought the movie thinks it's smarter than it is.
Yeah.
It thinks it's deep, but like shit's fake deep. You know.
You know, I think if you have to choose, you should think you're dumber than you are rather than think you're smarter than you are. I think you're safer
Agreed.
that way.
Yeah.
Nah, see, what if really you should just let creative people like Francis Ford Coppola alone, and then he would have changed the world, bro. It would
Right.
have been fine if he didn't have these people like Giancarlo Esposito, the mayor, holding him down.
So is Megalon somehow, that's like a metaphor for Francis Ford Coppola's really good ideas of making movies or something? And it's like, oh, just put Adam Driver in a room with Megalon and he'll do whatever, but people keep on tampering with the Megalon? Is that...
No one
It's hard to
touches
say.
He's the only one who touches Megalon.
Okay.
People just don't like him because he's kind of an asshole.
Well,
Like,
he went on trial before the movie happened.
Yeah,
He went
so it
on
wasn't
trial.
important. It wasn't important. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he went on trial for possibly murdering his wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Megalon.
There's a plot point for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And guess, do you know, do we find out who did murder his wife? Nope.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Well, we kind of did, right?
It's ambiguous. Well, yeah.
Yeah, well,
but
yeah.
there's ambiguity. It's a movie, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not a story. It's definitely a fable.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of lesson or moral it is, because there's literally, if you've been alive, you can figure it out. That, like,
Yeah.
hey, sorry.
Let me ask you this, Reed. What's the fucking deal with this Vesta virgin lady?
Yeah. So there's a
Just,
big plot point.
Like multiplies or what? That's what I'm curious about.
There's a pop star, because they're all going to this wedding at one point, and for some reason this wedding, well, because the wedding is like this like billion, it's like the world's richest man's getting married,
Right.
So they're having this whole like debauchery
Coliseum
yeah,
style.
It's like, they turn Madison Square Garden into the Coliseum, like straight up. It's like, oh, it's Madison Square Coliseum, and they have
Okay.
chariot races going on, aka Rome is New York City. If you didn't pick that one up yet. So they do that. They're doing that. They're doing like trapeze shit, and then at one point they have this like Scandinavian pop singer come down, and she's wearing like a dress made out of Megalon, so it's invisible. And then all of a sudden,
You can see through the dress. You can't see her naked body.
yeah, you see like what's behind it. It's like you can see
Yeah.
through me, or whatever
Yeah.
is what it said on it, which is like, oh
Interesting.
shit, what's that gonna mean? But then like, and then so they do that. She's like, oh, she's a pop star. She's wearing a cool dress, whatever. Then all of a sudden, it turns into like an auction where everyone, like the people are trying to buy her virginity while she's singing a song.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like a bunch of rich people are like, oh, let's buy her virginity. Let's buy her virginity. More, I mean, there's some little bit of rapping around it, but she's supposed to be like this virgin Vesta. Like Vesta is like the Roman god of the hearth, which is like Hestia in Greek. Apparently, there. So I mean, a lot of the Greek and Roman goddesses were virgins or whatever.
Yeah. Nerds.
Nerds.
Fucking losers, dude.
Such suspicious you taught me, right? But the whole thing is that like she's supposed to be like this 16-year-old virgin, but she's like
Oh.
obviously 26 at least.
Right. Yeah.
Like she's like obviously an adult, because she's huge. Like she's so big. Like 16-year-old
Yeah.
people are tiny, and she's like a full-grown adult. So she's supposed to be a 16-year-old virgin person, and then
Okay.
then someone is trying to get at Adam Driver, because people are trying to get at Adam Driver the whole time because they don't like Caesar Catalan. I think that's his name.
Yeah, something like that.
They actually gave him a name. The Wikipedia thing was
It's
wrong.
not just actor.
It's not just actor. Yeah, it's Caesar Catalan.
Yeah.
Or Caesar Caterina, I think. Catalina.
Yeah,
Okay.
Catalina. Yep.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer. So the people are trying to get at him, so they doctor a sex tape between her and him to like be like a scandal. And then they fix it in 5 minutes. But like us, but then people get pissed. But like literally, like they just kind of wipe that whole shit away in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
that's-
Well, my thing is, they're like, she comes out on stage to do her performance, and there's like 10 copies of this girl.
yeah, Megalon.
Megalon
Megalon.
whatever her name is.
Megalon. It's all about the
Okay.
Megalon. Megalopolis. I mean that we didn't spoil that much of the movie. We hit a couple
Yeah.
of the notes, but like it's this movie. They expect shit to happen and then just get cleaned away. Like 5 minutes
Also, Seth, Aubrey Plaza's
Yeah.
character does also have a name. You want to guess? You want to guess what Aubrey Plaza's name is?
Aubrey Megalon.
Good guess. Good guess. But you're wrong.
later. Yeah, idiot. It's
Her
WoW
name-
Platinum.
Is
Bro.
WoW Platinum.
Wow. Platinum.
Yeah.
What first name WoW, last name Platinum.
She's the money bunny.
Okay.
This movie's bad.
Well, make sure you write in if you've seen Megalon, and or if you're gonna go see it.
Or would you rather see Joker 2 Folie à Deux, which is like actually apparently the worst movie that came out this year. It's somehow worse
Yeah.
than Morbius. It's making less money
Holy
than
shit.
Morbius.
That's crazy.
Which again, I think when people are like, "Oh, it's the worst movie that came out this year," Madam Web came out this year.
That's a crazy fact. I didn't know that this year. It's been a long year.
Dude,
Lot of
I'm
bad
trying
movies.
to see. I'm trying to see The Apprentice.
I would like to see The Apprentice as well.
I don't know when it's in theaters, but I want to watch it.
Whether that's enough for me to walk over across the street to the movie theater to see it, I don't know.
Isn't that the reality show?
No, it's about it has the same name, but it's about Donald Trump, the origins of Donald
Yeah,
Trump.
it's Sebastian Stan plays DJT.
And
I'll give it-
he looks pretty good too. Like it's pretty believable. And they have a what's his face from Succession is like the evil overlord, the Emperor Palpatine of it. Because I think Donald Trump's just the Darth Vader. There was an evil guy before him. Is what I understand.
Yeah, I guess.
So, hey, well, you guys want to talk about some spooky news real quick?
Down for some.
Yeah.
spook
Are we
news?
choosing it? No, we
Yeah.
don't have to
Oh,
choose.
No, I just have two of them. I should have spent more time. Maybe that's
We got
we'll do a
trick
spooky
news
chooser
or
news.
treat news.
Do you want to hear spooky animals or spooky stores first?
Let's do spooky animals.
I'll call
All right. You guys may have heard of geese before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate
The
them.
the rock band.
Yeah, it's actually about Goose the band, not
Well,
Geese. the
there's
animal.
also Geese the band.
Oh no, I'm talking about Goose.
You're
Just
talking
one.
about Top Gun?
No, not that Goose either. But it was the old bait and switch where I tell you it's about animals, which it is, but then I talk about
You
Goose,
talking about
which it's
former
not.
Ravens player Tony Saragusa?
No, no.
I want my restitution.
Are you
So
talking about the
Goo-
untitled video game?
No, I'm talking about Goose. They're like a jam
the
band.
island?
Goose Island? Is that an island?
Yeah, it's a beer island.
Oh, got it. No, Goose the band.
Okay, I've heard of them.
They played a concert in Chicago at a place called the Salt Shed,
Yeah. Oh, let's go. I know the
Which-
Salt Shed. It
which
used
is
to be
kind of a
Morton-
spook. It's kind of a spooky name. That's like maybe where you would store the bodies in the salt
Well,
shed.
it used to be storing salt. Like, it was like a giant Morton Salt thing. It's still got the Morton Salt branding on it. It's just like a big warehouse with like Morton Salt branding all over.
Oh.
it. Now they do raves and concerts and shit there.
Well, they had a concert there. This was actually about a month ago. This was on September 12th. But somebody noticed. I don't know how this reportage came about, but somebody got rabies.
Oh, you don't want to get that.
at the Goose concert because there were potentially rabid bats in the
Oh.
venue.
Oh shit!
Bats, one of the spookier animals of all, alongside geese.
Rabies is one of the spookier illnesses.
It's true. Salt Shed concert attendees may have been exposed to potentially rabid bats, Chicago Department of Public Health said. Bat bites may be hard to detect as bites may not be felt and may leave marks that are not easily seen due to the mammal's small teeth.
Holy shit, dude!
This is from an
That's
article.
Terrifying.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize you maybe couldn't feel a bat bite.
Isn't that crazy? It's
Yeah,
like I
that's
guess
nuts.
it's like a tick or something. You don't necessarily know.
Also, the Salt Shed is right next to Goose Island, by the way. I want to.
That's crazy. What a small
Yeah, it's
world.
wild.
Well, yeah, it's across the river from Goose Island,
Yeah.
half a mile.
I also don't know if anybody actually got rabies, but I feel like that's the way that they would have figured out that there was rabies there potentially.
You do not want to get that. If you're ever thinking,
Yeah.
man, I don't like water at all. I really hate water. You should get to the doctor yesterday. Like, you should really get to the doctor a long time ago because you're gonna die.
Wait, is that a side effect of rabies?
Yeah, that's like one of the main ones. You're
Yeah.
hydrophobic. Also, you turn crazy and they can't really save you much.
Yeah.
If you wait
Yeah, I've heard
long
you
at
have
all.
like 24 hours.
No, it's really bad. You do not want to get rabies.
Yeah, it's ugly stuff.
That's kind of the low.
One time my mom picked up a bat that flew into our garage and she had to get like a whole bunch of rabies shots and stuff. I don't know if it actually bit her or if she was just like talking to my dad. She was like, "Yeah, I got a bat out of the garage today." And he was like, "What?" You got to go talk to somebody about that.
She said, "Yeah, I was just looking to hit the cages."
Yeah.
Did you ever read these books called, was it Silver Wing? When you were a kid? They're about these bats?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, damn. There's like a whole, like...
A bat
novel.
cinematic universe.
Yeah, with novels. Yeah, bat novelotic universe.
Nice. That's all I have for spooky animals. But yeah, a lot of animals have diseases, so watch out for them. They're
you guys ever seen Old Yeller?
Yeah.
In this
Cujo?
situation, you would be Old Yeller.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why they killed Old Yeller, because he gets rabies?
Yeah.
Did they just
We're gonna have
kill
to take
Cujo
you out
'cause
back
he's an asshole?
and pop you.
Do what, Reed?
Did they just kill Cujo because he's like an asshole? Like, what's the deal with Cujo?
Cujo, I don't know what the resolution is, but it's like a
Dog
woman-
definitely dies. It's a book about a dog. The dog gets killed.
He's
for
probably
sure.
Cujo probably has like the shine or whatever it's called.
Yeah. No, Cujo. It's not
He's
like
in the Dark Tower. He's the guardian of the Dark Tower.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
From what I understand about Cujo is I've watched like 5 minutes of it on TV, and it's like a woman and her daughter, and they're trapped in a car because Cujo's like on the outside of the car. I don't know how you turn that into like 2 hours of movie, but like that's the setup, is that there's like a... I don't think he's just Rabbit. I think he is evil. Like he is Pennywise or whatever, like you guys said, potentially.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's in that weird town in Maine, probably. Derry.
Of course. That's
Classic.
Pennsylvania. I thought Derry was Pennsylvania. Is it Maine?
I
Shit.
think it's all in
I
Maine.
think it's Maine.
Yeah.
Damn, fucking Derry. Yeah, don't live in Derry. Let's see what
Apparently
happens.
they
Let's see what
re-released, or that they've released a new edition of a Stephen King thing on HBO, Salem's Lot, which is about vampires. So there's like a new miniseries or movies.
Yeah, I think there's a new Shining thing coming out. Something to do with the Shining cinematic universe coming out right now.
I know that the Salem's Lot thing is not being reviewed very well. But you guys ever heard of a little store called Spirit Halloween?
I have.
Yeah.
I heard about
the
it years
Grim
ago.
Reaper, the Grim Reaper of stores.
No,
The goose of Halloween stores.
the thrift store of their thrift store flipper, the lover listed flipper of dilapidated strip mall
Oh yeah.
former Office Maxes, you know.
Well, here's an article. This is from Fox News 8, Cleveland,
Fun time
Ohio.
in Cleveland.
Hey, I lived
yeah.
there.
Still Cleveland.
Different Cleveland, I think. I'm not actually sure, but probably.
Cleveland, Ohio.
This is This is from author Michael Bartiromo. This was actually published on October 7th. So we're kind of on top of it here. The article starts, "How foolish of us to assume they'd stop at Halloween." So I want to give you a couple guesses. What is Spirit Halloween doing that's not Halloween related in future?
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Is
They're partnering with Annie Ann's to come out with a year-round pumpkin flavored pretzel.
A pumpkin pretzel. Wow. Okay.
Everybody's clapping with Annie Ann's. We got Spirit and Annie Ann's. We got Subway and Annie Ann's
That's right. That's right.
linking together. I'm gonna say this. They're probably doing Christmas.
You would be
Because-
right. Spencer's Spirit Holdings, the parent company of Spirit Halloween, has announced
no
plans to open
way.
10 locations of seasonal Spirit Christmas locations to sell gifts and decorations ahead of the holidays.
Are they owned by
That's brutal.
Spencer's?
I don't know if it's the same Spencer's.
Because like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
and
that
like, do
makes
they
sense.
do they just get like a 3-month lease, or do they own this shit and they just have it open for 3 months?
Well, they gotta expand this now. So instead of being just like September, October, probably got to go September to basically the end of December. People often forget Christmas is basically in January. Like it's
Yeah.
close to the end there.
It's also
So-
people forget that Christmas is the beginning of winter.
Yes, it's 4 days into winter. So buckle up. You've had your fun. It's
Like, it's
time to-
Everyone's like, "Oh, I love the winter. I love the winter." You're thinking about Christmas. You like 4 days of winter.
You're thinking
Like,
about the fall. Really, is what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
winter sucks. And there's no holidays. See see we're gonna need Spirit to innovate because they're
What
not
are you
allowed
talking
day
about, man?
off. Not allowed day off between.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I don't get that day off from work, so that's not a holiday. They got to get some innovation. Cause I mean, that's 2 months. I mean, that's January to the end of February, maybe. But then when's Easter? Like March, I guess.
that's-
But
Or April.
That's solidly
April,
in
though.
spring. Yeah, solidly in spring.
yeah,
You got St. Patrick's Day. That's big in old Chicago.
yeah, but like not many other places. Is it really that big?
Yeah.
You know?
Probably Boston, I guess.
Mardi
yeah.
Gras. Come on.
When is
It's
Mardi Gras?
off?
Like a week
February?
before
It's around
Easter?
Shrove Tuesday.
Yeah. We don't traffic much in that here.
Yeah, Catholicism.
Oh, is that Catholic? I was thinking of something else. Passover? I don't know.
The whole Lent thing, it's a Catholic thing. I don't know. I must might have been out there, but last week I was talking to somebody. I was like, I was mentioning that Lent is a weak form of fasting compared to the other ones. I think the Catholics need to pick their game up because like the Muslims are not eating when the sun's up or drinking when the sun's up, and like the Jews aren't eating bread. They're eating crackers for like a whole month. They'll leaven bread for their period of time.
Is
And
a
then,
Ritz
like,
cracker leavened? I'm just
not
trying to think
sure.
of if I could do this easily. Because like I could probably go no bread if I could eat a Ritz cracker.
They do a lot of matzah. You know, I think matzah is the traditional thing. You could probably get away with a tortilla for sure. I feel like
Yeah,
that's
you could
kind
do.
of like,
Oh, yeah, that's
you could
easy.
do corn flour instead.
yeah, it's like no leavened bread.
Let
is
me get a
the-
street taco instead
Yeah,
of
yeah. Well, I mean, and that's definitely harder than like, oh shit, it's Friday, we got to go to get a fish fillet. You know,
Yeah.
like that's all Lent is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
well, no word on if we're doing Spirit, Lent. It's Spirit Advent season, I think, is what the season is called religiously.
From now
They're
until
only
then,
opening.
It's Advent. It's not. Gotcha. That's the new term.
They're only opening 10 Spirit locations this year. They're all in the Northeast, so there are a bunch in New Jersey, a bunch in New York. I say a bunch. It's like out of 10, there are like 5 in New Jersey, 5 in New York. Or 3 in New York, 1 in Pennsylvania, 1 in Connecticut. There's 1 in Massachusetts. So unfortunately, not really too close to any of us.
Well, it's like shit. Which ones have we got the worst lease deals on? We couldn't just get them for the 3 months. Like we got these ones. All right, fuck it. Those work.
Hey, maybe I'll hit one of these up over the holiday season. I'll probably be up in the Jers or New York,
In
somewhere
the
up there.
Jers.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Spirit Christmas up here in Billings, Montana. You know, like, we got a really shitty lease here, so we're stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. Is funny because like I put in the like series, the Spirit Halloween thing in there also. But like, I don't know, they've been here for a long time, right? You think people would start clowning on them more, but like SNL didn't start clowning on them until 2 weeks ago. Like,
Yeah.
where were you? They're saying the same shit. Like they basically did Megalopolis for that one particular SNL bit about them making fun of Spirit Halloween. You know,
Okay.
because everyone's had this experience before, but yeah, I mean it's hard. 50 years, 50 years. They're gonna run out of ideas sometimes.
Right. I've been seeing a
tell
bunch.
me-
It's
Yeah, go
probably
ahead,
just
Seth.
because they're operating again, right? I guess SNL has seasons. You know, I'm new to this. I've never watched it. Obviously, I'm doing fun things on Saturday night, like not watching Megalopolis. I don't know exactly what
I
was
saw that
doing.
Saturday during the day. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no, it was Friday. I saw that Friday during the day.
Oh, we forgot to talk about what else happened on Saturday, which
Nah,
was
we don't-
obviously
we don't really
Nothing
number
happened.
one
I don't know what you're
football
talking
team walks into the buzzsaw that is Vanderbilt Commodore football. So-
No, the refs are cheating. The refs didn't call nothing. It is what
I've
it
been
is.
seeing a bunch of stuff from SNL on my TikTok, and there's been some funny stuff on there. There's some
Yeah,
Eric
the-
Adams content that's great, like
The,
really funny.
The sushi glory hole.
Okay, I haven't seen that one. That sounds pretty good.
It's a Lonely Island music video.
Oh, cool.
Shit.
Yeah, but it's like I think it's kind of I saw like one video on it earlier today, and it's like a Shark Tank sketch, but they're pitching the sushi glory hole, which is where you go into a bathroom and there's a hole the size of a piece of sushi, and people feed you sushi through the sushi glory hole,
But it's in
and
the
it's a
bathroom?
song because it's Lonely Island.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it being in the bathroom. I'm not trying to eat in the bathroom.
Yeah. Also, I mean, the Lonely Island, I think I actually listened to some Lonely Island stuff. I was on a road trip quite recently, and some of it holds up, some of it's good. Like if you try to listen to like Lonely Island on shuffle, most of it is not very good. But they're at their best when they're collabing with Justin Timberlake. Is when they're the best.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're collabing with Justin Timberlake.
Well, his tour is ruined. His world tour is kind of ruined. So
Is he in jail at the moment?
Probably not. You know, he's rich as shit. It's fine.
Yeah.
But you know, we would be even more fine if you were to send us an email at fkthepod@gmail.com or get at us on the social medias. That's X, the Everything app. That's Instagram. That's TikTok. That's YouTube at FKA_thepod. Please reach out, tell a friend. You know, leave us a review on the website and whatnot. Happy birthday, happy Halloween, happy Spirit Halloween, happy Spirit Christmas.
Boo.
Welcome to the pod, where we spill the tea. FKA, yeah, that's me.